Hey. Not written. Why? Not written, but you can offhand say something. No questions. Then it is bad. Good. Yeah, some question or some points what you learn. Sitting in this class for last 1 hour, what did you learn? Any 1 or 2 points? Don't waste time.
Without having any goal, studying this course is nothing.
Good. That's one of the best points. Yeah. Good. So don't say I don't have. Right?
I didn't create any questions, but I summarized the conversation in 3 points.
Yeah.
The 3 points are learning is for life, and the next one is want to be perfect, be a perfect administrator in everything, and one thing I followed is never stick to any one option. These are the points.
Okay, you go there. You come. You take the mic, yeah.
I have learned from this that you have to learn for life, not for the exam or anyone else.
Okay.
And you must be creative and you must have the questions.
Good. So ask one question.
So how can we manage the things within a limited time?
Again, you said manage. Limited time is a normal. Are you as busy as Narendra Modi? Chandrababu Naidu? I remember meeting Chandrababu Naidu in 2002 when he was Chief Minister in Hyderabad. You know, the time appointment given to me was 2:40 a.m. If 2:40 a.m. he has to give appointment, he has to be up by 2:30 or he must be sleeping after that. What are you doing as BBA students? And you say that he is a useless Chief Minister, he doesn't do anything. And what are you doing sleeping peacefully? Correct or not? See, time is 24 hours. Right? And you have big things to do in your life. It fills 24 hours. One more big thing, yes. Do you still have space in between where you can put smaller pebbles? Start putting smaller pebbles, it will go inside. Correct? Then when you put lot of smaller things, it will get filled up. You say it's full. Still you can have sand. Right? Then you pour water. So always you will think it is full, but still you have some space, right? But do the other way. What? Like your time pass activity is sand. Morning itself you will start filling it up with water, sand, always on mobile, chit-chatting. Time is up and only one pebble you can put, the rest of the 3 big pebbles will become outside. That is why you say, I don't have time. You understood? So it's not the time 24 hours you are managing. It is the activity within inside 24 hours you are managing, which you can easily manage. Right? Clear?
Suggestions from you to improve ourselves.
This will work only when you keep it here or keep it here. Keep it here, it doesn't work. Okay? You want? You can keep it here. There is one vibration says. Physics says vibrations is out.
I have learned how to learn from things by observing. What are we have to understand? We must have a clear goal. Gain knowledge from the
You must have, not we must have.
Yeah, I must have. We have to start doing everything and practice everything. We have to increase our knowledge.
Good enough.
Good morning, everyone. Studying exam with a critical thinking with genuine have learned.
Good. Anything? Any more questions? Any question?
How to utilize the less available resources in optimum way?
What is the less time which you have? Do you prepare rice at home?
Yes, sir.
Huh? In cooker or in the normal vessel? Pressure cooker. How much time it takes to make a whistle? How many glasses of rice you will put?
For my family,
6 glasses. A great family.
half kg.
Eh?
Half kg.
Half kg, yeah. 6 glasses is half kg or 4 glasses is half kg? 4 glasses.
4 glasses.
Don't test my knowledge. Yeah? Okay. So 4 glasses means 6 people can eat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, correct. I know you are eating a facility. Okay. How much water you will put for making it rice?
8 glasses.
8 glasses. Assume you soak it for 2 hours. Washing becomes easier. Cooking becomes very easy. The water which you have to pour has to become 4 glasses. Therefore, pressure cooker will become effective. This one efficient. So any activity which you do, you be slightly systematic. What is to be done? You must know that after 2 hours I am going to cook. Therefore, soak it. After soaking, washing becomes simple. Otherwise, however good you wash, it cannot be as best as after soaking. Correct or not? But don't pour bad water for soaking. Put good water, because the water goes inside the rice. Once it goes inside, it expands. Therefore, putting water and then pressure cooker time you are saving, your time you are saving. That's it. So, any activity which you do, you can find lot of. Now, assume by mistake any one of you send me a WhatsApp message. What do? All the names I will save in terms of Vignan. Okay? So all the Vignan numbers will be here. So I sort my people with the place because that's my connection. Got it? Therefore I don't have to search. Now yesterday I got a message from one of my MBA student whom I guided in her project work. And I went for lecture in 2005. How many years back? 14 years back. I gave a lecture, then the department asked this student has to be graded for MBA, sir, shall we send some few bunch of students? I said, don't send bunch of students, send me the worst student who failed in all exams. So she went to Germany after MBA. And she passed in all subjects and she was one of the best. Her project was one of the best projects. She went for higher studies, she got a good job. So, that student yesterday had sent a message. Want to see that? Only one message which says that I am your 2005 student. Can I give? Yeah? Question mark. I thought because yesterday I was in Vignan, I thought it's a Vignan student. 2005 MBA batch. I did project under your guidance. Right? Why do 2005, 14 years after that they still remember? Because we make difference in their life, right? Did I spend a lot of time? No. Giving a problem is very simple, but she spent a lot of time. Learning doesn't happen overnight. You have to work hard. Keep on struggling, you will get it. Yeah. Now I want one of you who will draw on the board. I am going to ask you to draw something. One of you will draw. Among you, who will draw? Pick up fast. Yeah, volunteers. Give the chalk to somebody else there. Who will draw that? Yeah. One who will, you close your notebook. This is one paper for, don't show her. Who is going to draw? You are going. Go. You come here. You stay here. Come. You see that she will not turn this back. You will not turn back. You will only see here. But you can look at them. You can also look at her what she does. And if correction is there, you can apply. Move here. Decided? Who? Yeah, someone here. Good. Take that book, operator. Fine. You are going to draw. You are going to see the audience. They will suggest what, seeing this, what to draw. Got it? You will see this, suggest what to draw, and you will hear and then start drawing. Start. You could pick a point and tell it. You could pick a point and lead her. But don't, you will only say, you will not touch the board. You come down, beta. You come down. Beta. You get down.
Big point.
Don't leave. Your part, you should do it.
Draw inverted triangle from the middle of the line. It should come in the middle. There is it.
Both of you turn back. Both of you turn back.
No.
Yeah, stand back.
That should come from the last corner and this should be in the middle. Straight line. It should be a straight line. Erase that triangle. Inverted triangle, you erase it. Now draw a line. Draw a line. Draw a line. This side. Yeah. The same. This side or this side? Now draw it. Now draw transversal line from left. Draw transversal. Draw slant line from the corner. Yeah. Now draw rectangle. Rectangle. Erase. Don't erase the whole thing. Yeah. You draw a rectangle from the connecting point, from the last point. Last point. Draw a rectangle. Straight rectangle. It should be a straight line. Draw.
Okay, swap. You go there, you come here. Swap. Yeah. Good.
Draw a rectangle, a bigger one. Yeah. Same one. You just continue drawing that.
Keep observing. I want you to select who is the best performer.
Only the rectangle and start moving.
No, just extend it. Extend the triangle. Extend the triangle. Where is it? Extend the square. No, it's rectangle. Extend the rectangle. The bottom rectangle. You arrange that line. Both the connecting points should be same. Connecting point should be same. Connecting point should be same. Yeah, that's it. Last one. Right corner, draw line. From the right corner, draw line to circle. Right, draw small straight line on the right corner of the triangle. Small line. Yeah, that's it. Now come down. Draw straight line. Yeah. Same connecting point. Connecting to the rectangle. The bottom layer. That's it. And arrange that. Yeah, that's it. Write a bigger rectangle. Now, draw a bigger one. Draw a bigger one.
Look at it. Look at it. Are you happy? Look at the picture. No? Look at what is given. Anyway, it's not my job. There are few people who are doing it. How many of you really contributed? All of you? Really? Those people who have drawn, they should tell to whom they were concentrating. Did you look at everybody? You were drawing, right? Did you look at everybody or only very few? Why?
Your voice is audible.
Yeah. Here? Everybody was good? Okay? Only 2-3 people. You know, this is how there are lot of voices, lot of people appear, but she knows how to select 1 or 2 out of it, right? Don't you go for selections in companies? Very simple to select people. You know who is active, who is genuine, who is sincerely doing it. Got it? Who will come to the point? Who knows how to guide people? Every one of you got equal chance. Correct or not? I asked any 3 can come. Now somebody would have felt, yeah, I should have gone. I should have done it better. Correct or not? But you didn't go. Why you did not go? You know, there is only one reason for you not to come to this place. Basically, you are lazy. Correct or not? You will plan, today sir give a good lecture and he told that we should study tomorrow onwards. Will it happen tomorrow onwards? How many of you are day scholars? Many of you, good. Your mother, father, who calls you in the morning? Alarm? Some call is there, right? Father, mother, brother, alarm, some sound from outside. By the time you are up, the whole village is mostly active. Sound will be there. Yes or no? Alarm sound you are listening? Do you think your deep sleep you will hear alarm sound? So what are you doing? You are up and waiting for alarm. Why? If you want to wake up, why should you wait for alarm sound? Why don't you get up? You are up. You woke up, but you don't get up. Correct or not? Why? Lazy. Do you want to change from tomorrow? Yes or no? Do you want to be smart? Your parents will start looking, what happened to this? In my life I am seeing some different person or what? You want to change? First desire should be there. Do you want? I asked 3 times, but I am not convinced about your desire. I want sound, real sound. Do you want to change? Yes, not enough. Yes, not enough. Yes, not enough. Yes, see, when I raise my voice, not enough, you will also raise. So he says, no use. What a stupid life. Okay, will you listen to me? Yes, will you follow what I say? I guarantee a change in you. Tomorrow you want to get up before anyone in your village wakes up and you will start reading BBA syllabus. Vignan University, this batch will become the best batch ever. I'll give you the secret. You want? Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed tonight. Changed their life because of small medicines which I give. I am 100% sure morning you will jump and then go. Your mother will say sleep. You will say no, I want to go. I'll tell you, for difficult problems in this life, there are small solutions which really works. Don't think I am joking, because many of you don't drink water. Right? There are only 2 things which gives you good energy in life. One is good air and good water. Many of your health problems, let it be headache, migraine, stomach pain, no feeling good, lazy because you are not drinking water. Drink sufficient water. Otherwise, not now, later you will fall more sick. So keep on drinking water that gives you a lot of energy. Wake up, plan what you study. You have syllabus. You know what teachers are going to teach tomorrow. Right? Can't you read that once before coming to class? Do you go for movies? How many of you got 100% concentration in the classrooms? Everything teacher says, yeah, fantastic, yeah. What a great class. Does it happen? No. Many students, I am a psychotherapist, many students will come and say that, sir, we are not able to concentrate. It happens to most of the children. And it's not your problem. Because when you go for movie, is there anyone who says, I am not able to follow the movie and then get out saying that, no. The worst movie also you are interested, right? And you can sit throughout 2.5 hours with full concentration. But in the classroom it is more than half an hour. Boring. Why? Lack of interest. Why you have lack of interest? Yeah? Because the class is not thrilling. One reason. You can give many reasons. But is there any reason behind you? Is what I'm asking. Now NTR movie released, right? Not released? Now Reddy's movie is coming, Padayatra, Yatra. Mammootty is acting. Now most of the movies running in the theater, you know who are the actors, who is the director, what is the story, where is it shooted, which are the songs. Minimum interest you have, you know everything about the movie. Little bit you know, right? Do you know what tomorrow the teachers are going to teach in the class? Little bit about it. Because you don't prepare. What happens when you go for a movie? You prepare yourself for seeing a movie. But for a class, you never prepare. You understood the difference? Why? If you have interest, if there is a game happening, a match happening, you know who are the players. You know a little bit about their history. Because you are not preparing for the class becomes boring. Assume any one of you knew that who is going to come here for this class today. You would have googled and found out who is this gentleman. Your interest would have been much more higher. That is why there is an introduction given. That you don't listen, that is to make you little more interesting. There is an introduction given. That also you don't listen. Because you don't have this habit. That is why most of the time the teachers will have to say, please listen to me, please listen to me. They are begging for your attention. You know why? Because they did not listen in their classes when they were students. Their teachers also begged. So you are seeing a series of beggars and you will also become beggar tomorrow. Have you seen any movie director coming in the middle and said, please listen to my movie? See the pathetic situation if somebody has to say this. We had a prime minister. When he was talking in the parliament, nobody was listening. He was telling, please listen to me because this is a seat where Indira Gandhi sat, Nehru sat. So I am not that great. But please think about this seat, listen to me. Think about a prime minister telling like that. It's very pathetic. The reason is you are not doing your homework. Don't think teaching when you are doing BBA, MBA and all that, when you go abroad, there is no teaching at all. You will have to prepare, go and sit in the class, ask questions, that's it. Now the student who is sitting here, she is a student of the best university in the world. MIT, USA. Her course fee for master's program is 2 crores Indian rupee. And including hostel and all that, travel and all that together will become 5 crores. But she is paying zero money because full fellowship. 3 years program she finished in 1 year. So for all examinations written, 100 out of 100. 3 hours of examination she will finish in 1 hour with 100 out of 100. Before going to exam hall, she will say, Chachu, I am going for exam. Today which paper? This is the paper. Yeah, finished. Night, the exams are all online. Must have written thousands of exams. After the program, the university will give award. The best statistics student award, best data processing student award, best communication, best student of the year. Everything is given in the first year itself to her. Because first year itself she finished all the programs. And she must be earning more than 10 to 15 lakhs per month as salary working in a company now. There are more than 300, 400 employers in India itself reporting to her. From a normal engineering college. When I was in second year, I was a guest like this to speak. From then she did not leave me. Continued with me. Got it? Learning has to be, that's a lot of questions. When in the department, we were sitting for some time, lot of questions. Yesterday we were going around, what were we were discussing? Every subject, he was with me all throughout. Learning comes from discussions, lot of questions. You don't know what to ask someone. even he is in front of you. You get Prime Minister in front of you, you don't know what to ask him. Do you have anything to ask? Do you have anything to ask anyone? If there is a film star, you should have something to ask him. Otherwise, how do you sustain with him for 3 hours? So how do you get this knowledge? Keep discussing everything around. Learning should become a lot of questions, not chit-chatting. Your standard should go. When you are in small schools, colleges, your standard of discussion, and today what you are discussing with your friends, if it is not changed, that means you are not improved in your life. Any of the uneducated people in your village, they discuss same subject you are also discussing. That means you are not improved in your knowledge. Your discussions will show what is your status. So keep your status higher, discussions higher. That's what is to be done. Right? Lot of great questions. We discuss politics. She is not staying here, she is in US. But we discuss politics here. I am not an Andhra, but we still have got interest in politics in Andhra Pradesh. Wherever we go, reach out to the reality, start discussing. Don't say that it's not my job. What else is your job? Now a small task is given. It was not given for testing your drawing skill. It was to test how many of you are really enthusiastic children in participating in anything. The participation will come only when you have got the spirit of doing things. Right? Anything. Don't leave a chance, because this class, this discussion, this assignment, you will not get in your life again. Will you get? Now you will see, oh, I should have participated. Chance is gone. Right? Similarly, when you have some questions to ask, a lot of people after the class they will send a message, sir, I wanted to ask this. What is that? What stopped you? My language is bad. Understand, not the best language people. Yesterday we were discussing. Great events happen not from the great people. It just happens with the people who have courage. Don't think the brightest people will become the highest. No. It's the courage which makes them. I was explaining the TED lecture. I got some 8th grade children from a small village. They don't speak English. I made them to speak English in 3 days. To anyone in the world they can speak English. But not good English. English is bad. But the courage to speak. If you have courage to speak, you will become very good after some time. If you don't have courage to speak, even if you are the best, you will become a failure. Right? So you should have. Now when I asked you to write some few points and few questions, if I am among one of you, what do you do? I will write 1 point, 1 question, 1 point, 1 question, 1 point, 1 question, because every point there has to be 1 question. I was testing how many of you have. Generally, what do? Let me finish points, then questions. I am sure a good student will have a lot of questions in between. And if you don't write on that point, that moment, you will forget after some time. Correct or not? And it's your own notebook. Nobody is asking you to how to do this. You could do in the way you want. So keep writing. Whenever there is a lecture, if no questions are coming, you are useless. And questions are coming, don't hold. You will forget it. And you think that I will ask later, only that question you keep in your mind, the rest of the lecture becomes useless. So write it down so that later you can look at it and ask questions, so that many questions will come. So generally for me, I get somebody to speak, I have a lot of questions. Let that be anybody. So ask questions.